Namaste. Namaste, family. Much love to everyone. Unconditional love. Let us dive deep a little bit into topic that may be actual. We all have been going through. Some are going through. Some are in the middle of it. Some solve it. Some have problems. Well, relationships. I was kind of inspired of doing video about religion, but energies demanded this because much is going on. Much is going on with relationships. And this video is not personally for anyone. It's just for those who choose to accept the teaching. Just to reflect on relationships, why we suffer in them, why they are explosions, why they drama. How could we maybe learn? Why don't we learn? And why we cannot control anything. Relationship, huh? Relationship with another human being in this world. You know, this world is a school. It's a school where higher dimensional beings learn physicality and separation. And indeed, through relationships, more and more intimate they are. I will focus most on intimate relationships between men and women. Mostly lessons and teachings are there, present. And we get most of it out of relationships we have in this world. Love relationships, which sadly turn in attachment. And like Buddha said, attachment is the root cause of pain. Attachment is cause of everything what we want to see finished in this world. Attachment is a relationship of you belong to me, I will lose you, I cannot lose you. And yes, that's why out of attachment, crazy people go to war. Because they think they will lose something, and then they protect this and attack somebody else. Same we can go crazy out of attachment in relationship. Because we want, it's, you are mine. I cannot live without you. I will lose you. I feel empty without you. And then that emptiness of self, that fear of losing, creates drama. And same with politicians. Their fear, their attachment to illusions makes wars and slavery. But let me not focus on this. I really want to speak about relationships, but I just wanted to give some little light on attachment. Relationship and attachment. Relationship and attachment is relationship in bondage and control and fear. Being empty without another, and then not feeling complete if they are not here. Relationship out of love is freedom. It's like I love you, you love me. You can live without me, no? 3 days, 5 days, 1 month. Maybe you miss a video or something, but you will not die and go crazy and cry. I hope not. And if we are attached to somebody romantically, usually, we don't see them maybe for one day, hear nothing from them, and we go into separation, into fear, into illusion. We cannot go on. We have no energy to go on without them. That's attachment. That's illusion. Friends, true friends, they don't have attachment. They have true love, true relationship. You know, true friends who accept each other for who they are, they don't need each other every day. But when they see each other, they love each other for who they are. And that's why they are friends. Support each other, nurture each other in same vibration, out of choice, not attachment. That's why friends sometimes separate when they change. And it's not so hard to separate than those who are attached romantically. When friends change so much that they don't resonate anymore with each other, it just naturally, if they are good friends, naturally they just stop seeing each other so much. And it just naturally comes less. And in a relationship, romantic relationship, we all know when there is this match in vibration, too much attachment, then instead of naturally separating, it's separating and exploding, because attachment wants to keep you and change you, cannot lose you, cannot live without you, you know. And with friends, this unconditional love, if we are true friends, we separate easily if we change, we evolve differently. Relationships in reality, or all are just for learning, regardless what they are. When we learn, they end, or not. If they are meant to be, then we become happy. And all that what we dreamt of, what in the relationship should be. But until that point, every relationship is learning. And even if you are in the right relationship with the right person for you, it's learning. You know, if it's not harmony and if it's pain and drama, it's still learning. And maybe sometimes couples separate also. They come back if they are meant to be, when they learn, when they become love themselves. So it's eclipse season. Planets are much pressuring on relationships. And the kind of theme is more beauty and less drama in relationships, more work we have done on ourselves. Kingdom of God is within you. More there is still to be worked in within ourselves. More is reflected in relationships. And it's new energy. Gaia, Mother Gaia, and the collective have chosen by free will heaven on earth. And attachment and all these games and neediness and control and all that lack and all these things are no more tolerated. And especially if we are on this path that we alone have chosen. No one else chosen for us. We were created in higher dimension, chosen to come here. To be here is our choice. We have to take responsibility, not blame other one, not try to dwell in old ways, but take responsibility. I came here myself. I chosen this. I can do my work or I can suffer. I cannot change the will of universe, which was my will from higher dimensions also. So more and more we are within, not in alignment with that energy, that true relationship with self, with an unconditional love, with no need to control one another, to feel empty without one another, to feel in need, lack, I have to fill up my lack, no more that. More and more we are unconditional love in freedom and fulfilling ourselves. More and more relationships are beautiful. And there's no other way. Sometimes we want old consciousness. The very reason. We want to keep that very reasons that are the source in consciousness. Source in consciousness for all the suffering in the world. And we somehow want to keep it in our relationships. And we want heaven on earth and suffering to stop. But we want to keep the root causes. And that's why in a relationship it is most dramatic can be if we did not do our work. Because the root causes, maybe we cannot see from third dimension like this, but everything what is wrong in this world will be presented in a relationship. And that things that cause pain in a relationship are cause for everything that we want to change in the world. Relationship to life, relationship to earth, relationship to everything. We are in fear, attached in fear of losing the society and the consciousness in such a relationship, and all the politicians and everybody is signaling to the universe that we don't have, that we are separated, that we are afraid. And we create this, that we are attached, that we are. And each relationship creates this reality out there. It's all just about relationship. And energies are such. We can be like little 8-year-olds in the shop crying for old ways and dropping on the floor. But when daddy is with mother in the shop, nothing happens. Child cries and demands the sweets that are to destroy him and things. And learns. We can remain on the floor and demand that they have to do this to us, for us, that they belong to us, that this should be like that, and we control each other, and she have to be here for me because I'm here for her, or opposite around, he have to be here for me because I'm here for her. All conditional love and all these old things in a relationship, control, business, and lack of self and self-responsibility. More we dwell in these things, more we want old ways, and we don't want to learn. We just kind of bitch about it that it should be like this. We want old relationship attachment. Nothing happens. We just hurt ourselves more. And more we try old ways of relationship, more and more we are met with the old drama, old ways of attachment, conditional love, neediness, lack, I cannot live without you, is what created old drama. So old ways of relationship cannot create new earth. It's consciousness that creates heaven and earth. Nothing. No aliens. No one will come and change the reality. Reality is up to us to be changed. And kingdom of God is within you. And relationship with self is first. It's all about rising of consciousness. And when I'm no more in need, no more in lack, no more attached and suffering without her and or him, when my life air does not depend on somebody else, when I can live without my beloved for 3 weeks without sending a message and be loved that I am, and I'm doing this, and she also, and we are love in the heart, then relationship can become perfect. Somebody may say, but you should speak at least every second day or something. Hey, my friend, me and my love, we did not have one fight, one disagreement in almost 3 years. Before this, we never met. Why? Because when we met, we were love ourselves. We learned out of terrible relationships. When we were doing wrong, we were attached, we were needy, we were manipulated or manipulated others. When we were learning in relationships, we learned. And when we both met, we were love ourselves. We were complete. We did not need each other anymore, but we loved each other. Out of love that I am, not out of need or lack that she has to give me, that I have to give her. That's why I have to call her every day, or I feel dead. No, but loving her for who she is and how she is, and out of fullness and completion of love that I am, out of no need, no lack. And yes, I know when we come together, we are not nuns. You have beautiful life and sexy life. No problem. Just no attachment, no need. And before I can tell you, family, before I experienced so much drama, explosions. On one relationship, I thought I would literally die, that my heart would die. So I have been there in the darkest nights of the souls of relationships. And I did not believe in love and in possibility of having harmony and balance on somebody. Through Facebook, wars even, because in 2 relationships, I was in 3 serious relationships, just no more. In 2 relationships, and they were mostly short. In 2 relationships on distance, seeing each other once a month or something. On Facebook and social media, messengers and this drama and wars and explosions. Yes, because somebody may say, yes, You don't have drama because you never met, because you hear, I had drama through Facebook, mostly drama through Facebook, through Messenger, with my beloved. So don't worry, we won't have drama. It's all about energy and respect. She is love, and I am, and I'm love. And all relationships are all about that. I will give you one example if I can. I don't have $1,000 and you don't have $1,000. And then we come together, we unite, because you want $1,000 from me and I want $1,000 from you. The result is that I don't have this $1,000 you want and you don't have this $1,000 that I want, and then we blame each other for not giving each other that $1,000 that none of us have. That $1,000 is love. You are love yourself. And in third dimensional relationships, we are searching for love out of ourselves because we forgot we are love ourselves. We are the love we are seeking. That's why Rumi said, and many in Twin Flame community are repeating that slogan. It is you. It is myself I found in you. Yeah, yeah. The part of myself that I didn't want to see, I see in you and remember. That's we are searching outside of ourselves that love, and we are love ourselves, and we cannot find it outside of ourselves. Because we are love, we can only give love. We were created to give love, not to consume love, to need love, to die without love. We are love ourselves. We were created to be love and to give love. And then illusion, separation. I'm love myself, but I cannot live without you. But I don't realize I have this $1,000 and I'm love myself. And you don't realize. And we search in each other. And we don't get naturally, because we can get love only if we become love and then we give love. And we blame each other. Why you are not love towards me? Why you are like hating? Why this is not love? Where has all the love gone? Well, in first 3 months of relationships, usually there's unconditional love, very high vibration. Then attachment kicks in and the flowers die. And then that love is gone. But usually lovers are so much drugged by the universe that first few months there's unconditional love, and that's why they're so happy. But then they start planning and controlling and fearing of losing each other, and cannot live without you, and if you don't call me I die. And then drama starts. Attachment is opposite of love. Actually, all what love is not. This is world of attachment. Attachment is the root cause of everything you see in this world, what hurts. We cannot keep the hellish fire if we want heaven. Within us, we cannot keep the hellish fire. And the eclipse season is purge season, and it's very much about purging the relationships now. Don't worry. My mother and my husband, not my husband, her husband. My mother and her husband, they separated. I'm laughing. Okay. Okay. Well, I hope they don't listen. They're both here. If they do, I hope they listen. So it can be intense. after almost 2 decades of marriage, and him being, she's his everything. He would do everything for her and his life and his everything, and he's totally broken and in darkest night of the soul. So, like I said, more and more we are in attachment, more and more we depend on another, cannot live without them, and we build our life around them, and we are more and more this kicks in, and we can see in my family situation that actually because of the attachment and everything is so hard. His lesson is so hard. Actually, he bought a house, almost some big house I saw on Facebook for them, and just about to move in. That's not funny, but it's life. And now he's left with the house and tears. So you see, life can teach us in such hard ways. What is a house now when your beloved is gone? Like he wrote on Facebook, dream house, it's now a horror house. You know, but he will go through it, he will learn, and we all will. And that's why I want to succeed. I want to tell this to millions what I'm saying now. Because I see deeply how things are. We have to learn from situations. Or we can be stubborn and we don't learn. And then the situations repeat harder and harder every time. And pain. Well, we can bitch about it, cry about it how much we want. You know. But we cannot change the will of the universe. And on the end, we have to take responsibility, because in the truth of all truth, from the higher plane, in our full consciousness and by our full will, we have chosen this everything and all the lessons and everything. So whoever we blame for anything, even if God, a partner, or anybody who we blame ourselves, for we have sent ourselves here by our choice. And the choice was to forget and experience and learn. But the choice was ours. And that's why if we blame somebody else, God or somebody else, we blame ourselves more and we only get more pain. I don't know, I just a quick learner. I just that okay, maybe not so quick. It was how many years that I learned this? 3 relationships, maybe 6, 7 years. I learned that this is not the way. And then I decided to love myself, to dive deep, and to establish a relationship with the source that I am, become that love that I am. And like I said, after that, when I met my heart, no more drama, ever. More and more we are holding on, more and more it will hurt. We cannot get the old ways back. Cannot. Old ways are causing the old situation, the old drama. Like I said, lack creates lack, attachment creates attachment. Attachment is cause of fear of losing. Fear of losing is cause of violence, wars. Ha! I sound like Buddha and Yoda. But so it is. Love is the cause of all joy and beauty in heaven and earth. And like Buddha has said, attachment is cause of all pain. Everything, even every war in this world. Relationship out of attachment. I'm attached, I have to win or I will lose. No, I cannot lose. I have to nuke somebody so I don't lose that illusion. It's attachment. You can have same relationship towards a woman or a man. I cannot lose, do anything if I lose, and we do crazy things. Crazy things happen. Because of attachment, because of love, never. With my first serious love, which was really divine princess from Namibia, I was meeting her in Paris every 2 months. That time God blessed me with, there was a cheap flight to Paris for 30 euro. Like you cannot imagine, it was some cheap jet line and flew to Paris. I could go every month if I wanted to go. Beautiful. And when I left her, because we did not have drama and like this, but she was ambitious. She was moving to USA. Our paths were not. She was just not. She was Capricorn and she was all about career and work. And we could not do that. I did not want to move in USA. And anyway, it's first relationship. But she was a Christian girl and she was really unconditional love, because when I left her, she blessed me and she thanked me for all the love and everything, and that she understands and that she is like that. She has to succeed, and if I cannot follow her in that and be patient, and through that she understands, and she blessed me in the name of God and everything. No drama and nothing. You see, we had with her much pain, but not drama, not much drama. But I was needy, yes, and clingy, and that's why I suffered much. She also maybe felt suffocated much because I was needy and she was really studying and working much. And I wanted attention. But she did not let go. I have let go. I have realized this is not what we both want. We cannot. One of us has to change himself, not according to the heart of who I am. We want to stay together, and she would not change. And the only possibility was that I change and go there where I don't want to go and have a life that I don't want to have. So also I have chosen my way, and she respected it very beautifully. That was fifth dimension separation, ending. That was not third dimensional. Third dimensional. Although I was that time not fifth dimensional being and had much third dimensional drama. But this was fifth dimensional ending, because it ended with love and respect, just realization of the two partners, two units, that our vibration, our desires, our will of heart does not match. And we both respected each other for who we are, she also to me. And we blessed each other in love. And if I ever go to Paris again, I see her and it's beautiful. And she succeeded. She's a journalist and like that. And really amazing woman. Yeah. That's fifth dimensional ending. Third dimensional is attachment. full of attachment. You change against your will. You have to change another. Then you do all the games and you go crazy, and tricks and games appear, and the drama and everything, Cannot accept that this will not work. Cannot accept. Must change them. They must change. They must remain. And much suffering is the result, of that. So you love yourself, And that's what I realized. When I'm fullness of love, myself, not depending on anyone else, just being that love, full of myself, not needing anyone. Then paradox, the relationship that I want is my reality. I don't need it anymore. It's not out of lack, because I'm love myself, and I attracted somebody who's love herself. Because those two persons are love themselves. Both. They can have only love, relationship, and harmony and respect and balance. No need, no attachment, no lack. Consciousness. Create balance and harmony. That beautiful life of love that everyone desires. Consciousness. Consciousness. More you stand in your power, less you have attachments, less need of control, less lack for each other. More and more such relationship is reality. More and more we are in old ways, in attachments, lack, neediness, and clinginess. More and more we cannot live without each other. More and more this is our reality. We cannot live. It's too heavy. And we want beautiful love life and relationship, but reality is drama and friction and all that we don't want. So, what is the key here, huh? We have to be that what we want. We want perfect love. We have to be perfect love ourselves. Full of love. If we want a relationship full of love, we have to be full of love ourselves. We cannot be empty of love and lack for love. Then we will have perfect love life. No, and this lack will reflect in lack of love in our relationship, and it will be a relationship without love. But when you're full of love, the other person is full of love, relationship is only love, joy and harmony. Equals, two equals, create love. If I'm love and you are love, our life is to be love. If I'm lack, if I'm need, if I'm attachment, if I'm control, if I'm manipulation, if I'm empty of myself and in need of you and lack of you, more and more this lack, this emptiness, will be reflected in relationship. Kingdom of God is within us. What we are, that we create. Only love can have lovely life. Consciousness. If I'm not love, how can I have lovely relationship with somebody? I'm seeking for what is within me, and because I don't find, I suffer. find ourselves only, you know. Twin flame, they call it, but okay. I refer to it because many associate so much with it, but it's so complex, and I believe in love. But yes, they are matches, vibrational matches in the geometry of the mind and heart that perfectly match together. Yes. And such divine sacred partners are opposite to each other so much. Completely opposite, like two Legos. They fit in each other. And then when they fit in each other, they have to be each other. So, and such relationships are meant only for one thing, to bring heaven to earth. You know, not for old ways. To be the perfect love relationship and mirror that perfect love relationship in joy, harmony, with no opposition, no drama, to all the other inhabitants, couples on the earth. So all can be like that. You know, that's five-dimensional relationship. That's twin flame. That's all about. And the people in this world may have some, God may cut some slack to them because they don't know about Ascension and they don't know who we are and what we are doing. And maybe they are allowed more. But when we understand that attachment and consciousness creates this hell and relationships and the old ways, attachment, condition, neediness, lack, fear of losing, belonging, owning, that creates all the drama in relationships and all the hell and all the family drama and children, everything what is not good, all the trauma in children and everything. And then we, as light workers, who are meant to mirror the perfection of love, the people of this world, we want to keep the old ways. We want to keep attachment. We want to keep conditional love. We want to keep control and manipulation, and we want to like depend on each other. You have to be here because I'm there for you. Karma, attachment, we want that. So naturally, because we are angels on earth and God wants us to change this world by consciousness, by our relationship to self, who is love, and then with our relationships as divine couples, to mirror that energy, to give that energy of unconditional love and mirror that relationship in action. Then we want to keep the old ways. Naturally, we suffer. Naturally, because we are the ones that are to show new way to human beings so they can learn how to love again, and be happy. We have to be the first ones who will let go. First ones who will become that love. First ones who will not need each other and not be able to live without each other, but love each other beyond time and space, in the heart, regardless if physically together or not, for who they are, how they choose to be, and knowing, I love you, you love me, we are love. Nothing can separate us. You and my heart. That's a real twin flame. That's all about. To find yourself. That's why the other part is so much different. That's why the other part is so much different. So that you remember that part of yourself, that opposite part that is within you. And when you remember and integrate, you become that love that they are. And then also in 3D, you perfectly match, you know, because you are each other. You remember that I am you. I search myself only in you, you know. And I found that opposite part in myself. Now I can be happy with you because I'm you. If I'm not love, if I'm not how to say, united within, if I'm lacking half of myself, and you are that half of myself, you know, your partner is that half. And it's so disturbing because it's opposite of that what you remember that you are, and you have nothing of that she is or he is. You don't remember. And then in 3D, out of need, I want you, you want me, they want to be together. And that opposition, because I'm not integrated within myself in fullness and completion. My part is missing and you are not integrated. You need me to be loved. I need you to be loved. And then naturally explosion, because we do not fit. It's opposite separated parts that want from each other what they don't have. To please them outside and give them happiness, give them love. And that's why twin flame relationships, beloved angels, if until we are really lacking ourselves so much, drama on social media, on distance, because we are not together, and when we are together, drama in real life. You know, you all know that, no? Drama in real life also. Because again, we are not together. It's same situation like on distance. I'm lacking that part of myself that you are. And when we meet, there can be only drama and confusion because we can be only happy when we remember and integrate beyond time and space. I am you in my heart. You are that I am in my heart. We only reminded each other. We found each other in our heart. You know. And we are happy on distance. And when we meet in person, we are happy because we are that, both of us. Full and complete love. No more lacking half of self, but being full. And when divine lovers are perfect and full of themselves in love and like free of everything in all the relationship, attachment, lack, then they can live together very beautifully and in harmony and in peace. You know why? Because they are that. They don't need each other to be happy. They are that opposite parts. There's no more opposition, difference, but I am you, you are me. I have integrated opposite part that I am mirrored in you. I am that. Now I remember. I'm full and complete, male and female parts of myself integrated within me. Now, so are you. And when we come together, we are one and same. And there can be balance and harmony. And until I'm lacking half of myself that you are, and you are lacking half of yourself that I am, we can have only wars and drama. Because that part that I remember that I am, and that part that you remember that you are are opposite so much and contradictory that they explode when they come together. That's divine lovers' reality. And you now understand why they explode. Because the part that I am is not remembered in you, and the part that you are is not remembered in me. Cannot fit together. Opposition, explosion. So, there's no way for all relationships to work if you are a light worker. That's why they break even after many decades. We want to keep old ways. Will not work. Will not work. We are that love we are searching for. We have to become that love within ourselves, within our heart, full and complete, not lacking love. We have to let go of attachment. What is fifth dimensional love, huh? How we will be happy. Let me tell you. That's why spiritual work is needed and not stubbornness. And doing that work because we cannot do nothing else. We have chosen to do that. And we cannot be happy in old ways of attachment. And thanks God that we cannot be. Because then we would create same hell that this consciousness in relationships created. And God doesn't want that. And our higher selves, who we are, and our true hearts also. We don't want to create same reality with same old relationship out of need and attachment and fear of losing and control. We create same thing. That's why it cannot work. And in 2018, game is such. Compassion is Father's game now. Has no more. It's no more cutting slack. We have to do it. Or we don't, and we can blame anyone. We blame ourselves always. We cannot change this. We can do it or not, but we can be only happy in new ways. We let go. Okay, no more old ways. Okay, I'm love myself. I don't need her. I don't need him. I have to find that love in myself. I don't depend on no one to be happy. I'm happiness myself, and I have to work on myself until I realize that. Not to depend on another. Because another can be happy one day, unhappy. Other day, full of love. One day, rejecting you. Other day, and if you depend on that, you will be one day in joy, next day crying, and one day maybe abandoned and crying like husband of my mother, who never expected this and had nothing else, and it's now collapsed. So, what is the fifth dimensional new relationship? Now I have spoke really much about old relationships. What is the new relationship, huh? New relationship is I love myself. I don't need you, I love you for who you are. I love you in my heart beyond time and space. Love just is. No one can take that love away from me. Wherever you are, with whoever, I don't need you. You will come to me maybe after 3 days. But you can never leave my heart. And I'm always with you. I'm always with myself. I'm love myself, love for you, love for myself. I don't need. I don't want to change you. I don't need you. I want you to be yourself. I want you to come to me when you want to come out of love. Like a bird flies on your hand out of her will. That's love. Not in a cage. Bird in a cage is not love. Bird in a cage is control. We create cages of relationship, of attachment. But bird is only love when it flies in the wind freely. And only love is when bird flies freely on my hand. So I love you. I love you. If you choose to come today to me, or you choose after 1 week, I want you to be you. I support you in your every move because I love myself, and I will do what is in my heart only. I'm free. You're free birds. You're free bird. I don't control you. I'm free myself, and you are free. And out of freedom, in the wind, we meet. Out of will, not out of attachment, out of need, and because you must, because you are my love. If not, I leave you. No, not without of control, not because of control, not because of attachment, not in these things, but in love. Because I'm love myself, and you are love yourself. And I love the love that you are. I want to change you. If you want to go to Hawaii, now go. I don't feel like it, but you want to go. I love you. You have to, because I love you, I want you to do what you love. How can I tell you not to go? To keep you here. If I love you, I want you to do what you want to do. You understand? Because I love you. Not the picture of me that I want to keep. And I'm mistaken it for you. No, I love you. I want you to do what you want to do. If I love you, then I cannot make you do something that you don't want to do. That's control, that's not love. Love is to support you, to respect your will, your choice. Even if I want to do something else, I cannot control you. This is in your heart. You want to go now? Yes, you can go. I'm not easy with it because I had different plan. But hey, will of love. If there's not mutual will of us both, then we will not do that. You do that next time, we will do that. That's fifth dimensional love. And I love you because I'm the fullness of love. I'm not empty out of love. Empty of love, seeking love somewhere outside of me. No, I'm love myself. I'm so full of love. And I have to give you love. And you're so full of love, you're giving me love. Consuming each other in attachment because we don't have love is third dimensional way, and suffering and all relationship work like that. But being love in fullness and completion with no need, with no attachment, so full of love that we just give each other love out of freedom of our heart, not out of control or attachment and need, because I want to give you love and you want to give me love. We want to meet. Yes, we want to make love. Yes, not out of attachment, out of lust, but because we want to enjoy the act of creation. You want it now. You want to make love now. I don't want it. Okay. She said, okay. No problem. I don't feel like it. I'll act like a woman. Usually women say like this. Okay. What to do? I maybe should say differently, but comedy is better. Like this. Not, but I'm maybe that we have to do. We have to make love now because they did. No control. We make love only when we both feel like it from the heart. The art, act of creation. We go together only to that lake when we both feel it. You come to visit me when you feel it, not when I want you to come. That's freedom. That's love. Because I'm love myself and you're love yourself and I love you for love that I am. And love is free, so I can only set you free. Love is found in the freedom of the wind. Birds fly and kiss and chirp. In the cages, two birds are sad only and want freedom and blame each other for the cage that they created out of attachment. Oh yes, the reality is, we want to keep the attachment, we keep the cage of matrix. Attachment, the root cause of suffering. We can let go of that need, and we can love out of being that love, not needing somebody, but loving them for who they are and how they choose to be, being able to live without them and be that love for them that we are. We are freedom in the wind, and the relationship is to be happy and joyful and full of all the beautiful things that all the stories, love stories, perfect love stories dream of. Dream can be true. Dream of love. But if lovers become love themselves, then they can make the dream of love come true. So like this, relationships, more and more, I will finish with this, more and more we are full of attachment, full of need, full of lack. More and more we cannot live without each other. God forbids, more and more we control and manipulate. More and more there's suffering, and more there's drama addressed in this eclipse season, because old ways are no more tolerated. Old ways, old relationships caused all this hell on earth, and attachment is the root cause of pain. We have to take responsibility, become love ourselves. Or if not, masters are only here to inspire us if we want. Such are the rules of the game. We cannot change it. We have to go through this also. And until I let go, it didn't finish. Cannot change nothing. We are in this together. And we are only here to inspire. If you feel inspired, if not, it's not for you. Like this, that's unconditional love. Not controlling anyone. Just giving wisdom and shine some light. Why so heavy? Why these things are happening? So, my suggestion is we learn out of it. And we don't want the old ways, but we find new solutions to old problems. We take our responsibility back. We do our work, not to be needy, clingy, attached, but love ourselves in fullness and completion, so we can provide to our beloved that perfect love life we want and be happy with it, not needing it from them, but giving that love that we are. We have choices. We can choose and suffer in old also. Then we just have to also take responsibility for that. I don't blame anyone. I remember myself when I was full of attachment. I could not let go and suffered. And now when I'm looking back, why I was holding on to that suffering, to broken glass, and cry that it hurts, but I didn't want to let go. Now I'm just looking, why so crazy? If I'm now love myself, if I have no need outside of myself, and I have somebody, even though she's on the other side of the ocean, of the world, that is love for me, that I'm love for her, with perfect harmony and balance, no attachment. Why I was holding on to broken glass and cry that I bleed but didn't want to let go? Why? Silly. I'm looking like this now. Didn't I want to be happy? Didn't I want to We love, but back then I did not realize. But we all are to learn. And everything what is suffering and drama now in this eclipse season is here just for us to learn. And that's the only thing we can do. Learn out of it, change, or we can remain in suffering. But old relationships create old drama and old world. New relationship, way of love from everyone's heart. Realize love, consciousness of love attained in every human being creates heaven and earth. And only such being with in consciousness of being love, taking responsibility for themselves and being love themselves. Such persons create relationships of love and balance and harmony. I'm repeating this for so many times. And that's how heaven and earth are created. Consciousness. With me being love myself, and giving that love to others. And I just want to end with this again. If I'm love, if you are love, then we can have lovely life. If I don't have love in my heart, lacking myself and you lack, and we both need love, we will create a life without love, full of separation, attachment, and cages. We don't want that. At least I don't want. I do this video only to inspire those who want to get free, because there's no other way but to let go of old way and become you yourself, love. So the life of love may be reality. When I'm love, relationship to everything and everyone can be love. If not, only that what I'm lacking in myself is mirrored in my relationship. Kingdom of God is within us. Whatever's happening outside is just a reminder of a relationship with ourselves. And more we are lacking relationships in love with ourselves. Being that love ourselves, more and more our relationships are lacking that love and harmony. And when we are that love ourselves in our heart in fullness and completion, no need and no lack, relationships are reflected with that love and fullness and completion, joy, harmony that we ourselves are. I give you my word. And I hope this video may help many. I really hope. And if anybody feels to support my work of love so I can share more, you're also free. But free out of love, no attachment. Relationship to ourselves. We are at love. And we deserve also perfect relationships with our beloveds. So we have to remember that we are love. So our relationship can be love. That's all. Be blessed to be love yourself. So all your relationships can be love. Namaste. Namaste.